These are 10 R&B songs from 1967 that still stir the soul like nothing else. Aretha Franklin made the world stop with a single word. Smokey Robinson poured velvet heartbreak into every note. And Marvin Gaye brought late night longing to the airwaves. Number 10, Tell Mama by Etta James, the raw truth of Southern soul.
You thought you hadn't found a good girl, one to love you.
Etta James was already a force, but 1967's Tell Mama took her to Muscle Shoals and into another dimension. Released on Cadet Records, this was her return to fiery, full-bodied R&B after years of personal battles and crossover ballads.
What you need, tell mama. What you want.
The track was originally written as Tell Daddy by Clarence Carter. Producer Rick Hall flipped it, gave it to Etta, and she unleashed a storm.
Tell mama all about it.
Backed by the Muscle Shoals rhythm section, her voice is a sermon, a wail, a release. You can almost feel the sweat on the studio walls, the horns stab, the drums snap, and Etta, she commands.
She let everybody know she didn't care.
Tell Mama wasn't just a hit, it was a revival, cracking the R&B top 10 and bringing James back to the spotlight. And decades later, it's still a go-to sample and a soul standard. A Southern anthem that never lost its fire. If that was pure Southern fire, this next track is smooth, sweet Northern soul. Number 9, More Love by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, a ballad born of heartbreak. Motown was on fire in '67, but this one came from a place of quiet devastation. Smokey wrote More Love for his wife Claudette after she suffered multiple miscarriages. Released on Tamla, it's one of the most tender, honest tracks Motown ever put out. Behind the scenes, it was recorded in LA, not Detroit. Smokey wanted a softer, lusher sound. And you hear it. That gentle sway, those dreamy strings. His voice trembles with gratitude and ache.
Oh, son, it'll take about 100 lifetimes to live it.
Let it be soon. Don't hesitate. He's not begging, he's praying. The song hit number 5 on the R&B charts, and while it didn't carry the flash of their up-tempo hits, it became a favorite at weddings and quiet moments ever since.
My love will be so sad, it'll take the heart.
It's the kind of song you turn up late at night when the world gets still. Coming up next, an anthem from Memphis that brought church straight into the charts. Number 8, Soul Man by Sam and Dave, the soundtrack of the struggle.
I'm a soul man.
1967 was a year of turmoil, but Sam and Dave gave us a reason to stand tall. Soul Man wasn't just a hit, it was a declaration, a proud, funky stomp born out of the civil rights movement and recorded at Stax Records. Written by Isaac Hayes and David Porter, the inspiration came from the soul signs hung on black-owned buildings during the Detroit riots. It was a word that meant power, pride, survival. And when Sam Moore belts that first "coming to you," you feel it. That Booker T and the MG's groove, electric. Those horns, blazing. It climbed all the way to number 1 on the R&B charts and even crossed over to pop. Soul Man has since become part of the American musical canon, covered, quoted, celebrated in films and beyond. And if that was soul with swagger, this next one brings the romance right back home. Number 7, Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing by Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell. Chemistry in stereo.
Ain't nothing like the real thing.
They weren't just a duet, they were magic. In 1967, Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell were rewriting the rulebook for love songs, and Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing captured their irresistible spark.
The picture in a frame. I read your letter.
Penned by the unstoppable duo Ashford and Simpson, this Motown classic was silky, subtle, and deeply sincere. Their voices don't just blend, they lean on each other like old lovers in a quiet kitchen.
I play my game of fantasy. I pretend, but I know.
They recorded it piece by piece, often separated in the studio due to scheduling, but you'd never know it. Their connection feels live, immediate, like they're sharing a mic and a secret. The song hit number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and remains one of Motown's most beloved duets.
Nothing can take the place of your being there.
But more than numbers, it's the feeling, that whisper of real love you can't fake. Next up, a funky, unstoppable groove from the Queen herself. Number 6, Baby I Love You by Aretha Franklin. The Queen takes no prisoners.
Love you, baby, 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 I love you.
By 1967, Aretha was fully coronated. Baby I Love You was the follow-up to her smash, Respect. And if that song demanded it, this one commanded it.
And if you feel you wanna kiss me.
Released on Atlantic and produced by Jerry Wexler, the track is built on a deep pocket groove, piano rolls, and Aretha's church-born power. It's bluesy, brassy, and oh so sassy. And that spoken word intro?
Deny myself before I see you do it all.
If you want my lovin', if you really do. That was new. That was Aretha rewriting the game. This was no passive love song. It was bold, alive, full of intent.
And leave me sitting here and cry.
It soared to number 1 on the R&B charts and cemented her reign as the definitive voice of a generation. Even Beyoncé paid tribute in her early covers. That's how lasting it is. If these classics from 1967 are bringing back memories, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us keep the soul alive. And stick around. We've still got 5 more timeless tracks to come. Now let's slow it down with a heartbreaker from the Windy City. Number 5, Oh Girl by the Chi-Lites. Soulful ache from the streets of Chicago. Alright, so here's a twist. This track wasn't released in 1967, but you know what was? The rise of Eugene Record and the group that would become the Chi-Lites.
Oh, yeah.
Their early work that year laid the foundation for this later smash. It's impossible to talk about 67 without seeing the seeds they planted.
I guess I better go. I can save myself.
Songs like Love Bandit and Price of Love from 67 showed off Record's writing chops and emotional range. You could hear them getting there.
Don't know where to go, who to see it.
By the time Oh Girl dropped in 72, the heartbreak had fermented into soul gold. That harmonica, that falsetto, you can draw a straight line back to what they were building in 1967. So why include them here?
Tell me what am I?
Because 67 was their soul apprenticeship, and it's a reminder that every slow burn starts with a spark. Next up, a groove that lit up every dance floor from Detroit to DC. Number 4, I Was Made to Love Her by Stevie Wonder. Young Stevie, fully grown.
I was made to love, worship and adore her.
He was only 17, but listen to that voice, that conviction. In 1967, Stevie Wonder wasn't just Little Stevie anymore. With I Was Made to Love Her, released on Tamla, he stepped into full-blown soul stardom.
I love her even then. You know my papa disapproved.
Co-written with his mother, Lula Mae Hardaway. The song is personal, punchy, and pure joy. That clavinet, that tambourine, it pops. And the lyrics, I was born in Lil Rock, had a childhood sweetheart. It's part autobiography, part universal love song.
Hey, hey, hey. She's been my...
Stevie's harmonica solo dances like a sunbeam across the track, and the Funk Brothers keep it tight and swinging. It hit number 1 on the R&B charts and number 2 on the Hot 100, blocked only by the Monkees.
All through thick and thin, I love just one end.
But chart position aside, this was the moment the world knew Stevie was here to stay. Next up, a deep cut that became a slow jam staple. Number 3, When Something Is Wrong with My Baby by Sam and Dave, soul tenderness in full bloom.
With my baby.
We know Sam and Dave for their fire, but here, they gave us vulnerability. When Something Is Wrong with My Baby slows the tempo, dims the lights, and lays the heart bare.
The same misery. Oh.
Stax Records, 1967, produced by Isaac Hayes and David Porter again. But this time, they went inward. The song unfolds like a gospel hymn. The harmonies ache, the strings sigh, and every note sounds like it was sung at midnight with a glass of bourbon nearby.
Something is wrong.
It wasn't their biggest chart hit, but it became one of their most treasured. Covered by everyone from Linda Ronstadt to Hall & Oates, this one has lived many lives.
With me. Do it for Dave.
And it all started with 2 men singing like they were about to fall apart. But nothing can prepare you for what's coming at number 2. Number 2, Your Precious Love by Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell. Intimacy in every note. Yes, Marvin and Tammi show up again, but they have to. Your Precious Love is what happens when everything lines up. The song, the voices, the moment in time.
To keep me loving you.
Released in 1967, it was another Ashford and Simpson gem and easily one of the most romantic duets ever recorded. Their voices glide like silk.
To sing, telling the word.
You can hear the smile in Marvin's voice, the gentle tremble in Tammy's. It's playful, sensual, and just a little bit sad, because we know now how short their time together would be. It reached number 2 on the R&B chart and number 5 on the pop chart. But more than stats, it's a time capsule of chemistry and tenderness. It's been used in countless wedding playlists, slow dance scenes, and quiet Sunday mornings. And finally, the anthem that defined not just 1967, but an era. Number 1, Respect by Aretha Franklin. The demand that shook the world. It started with Otis Redding, but in 1967, Aretha reclaimed it. Respect wasn't just a song, it was a statement. Recorded in just one take at Atlantic Studios in New York, this version turned a man's plea into a woman's command. Aretha rearranged it, added the R-E-S-P-E-C-T bridge, and brought her sisters Irma and Carolyn to sing backup. The groove, snappy and sharp. The vocals, untouchable.
That's what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take a taste.
It shot to #1 on both the R&B and pop charts and won 2 Grammys. But its true power was cultural. It became an anthem for women's rights, civil rights, and every soul who ever demanded to be seen and heard. Decades later, it still plays loud in protest marches, classrooms, commercials, and hearts. It is the soul song of 1967, and one we'll never forget. From Motown Magic to Stax Fire, these tracks remind us why 1967 was a year like no other in soul. Thanks for joining us on this soul stroll. Subscribe to keep the groove alive and never miss our next stroll through music history. Up next, 10 R&B songs from 1968 we'll never forget. Click it, and let's keep the rhythm rolling.